Okay, exercise 1.5 looks at combining the index laws we talked about in the first 3 videos that you've already watched. We're going to look at worked example 9a, 10a and 10c from your textbook. Okay, with worked example 9a, it's written here. So let's see how we can combine everything that we know to work out the solution to this problem. Okay, I'm going to put my 1 here and my 1 there. I really recommend that so you don't forget that it's 2 to the 1 times 4, a to the 1 times 4. Then we've got b4 over 6a3 b squared. So I've just done my power to the power rule. From here it's 2 to the power of 4, a to the power of 4, b to the power of 4 over 6a3b squared. Next step, 2 to the power of 4 is 16. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. a4 b4 over 6a cubed b squared. Okay, I've got 16, I've got 6. My a's and my b's. So from here, 16 divided by 6, 2 goes into both those numbers. 2 goes into 16 8 times, 2 goes into 6 3 times. With the a's, it's a to the power of 4 divided by a to the power of 3, index law 2, says we subtract those indices. And it's b to the power of 4 divided by b to the power of 2, index law 2, subtract the indices. So we have 8ab squared over 3. So we've combined quite a few of the laws that we know to look at that worked example. Now our next worked example, it's listed here. Again, I'm going to put my 1's up there, and from here it's 2 to the power of 1 times 4, a 3 times 4, b 1 times 4, then I just write the second term out. Our next step, it's 2 to the power of 4, a to the power of 12, b to the power of 4, times by 4a squared b 3. 2 to the power of 4 is 16. So just notice, I'm just doing one thing at a time. So the rest I've written out, the only thing I did in that line was to say 2 to the power of 4 was 16. Now, I've got 16, I've got 4. Here's my a's, here's my b's. So I say 16 times by 4, index law 1, I add the indices. So the last step is 16 times 4 is 64, a and 14, b 7. Okay, the last example. I'm just going to look at what's on the top. So on the top, I've got 2 times 3. Sorry about that. My m's and my n's. So just ignoring the bottom at the moment, and with the top, it's 2 times 3, m to the 5 plus 7, n to the 1 plus 4, remembering there's a 1 there. Looking at the bottom, I've got 7 times by 1. There's my m's, there's my n's. So now I'm just looking at the bottom, I've got 7 times 1, m 3 plus 1, remembering there's a 1 there, n 3 plus 2. Focusing back on the top, 2 times 3 is 6, m 5 plus 7 is 12, n 1 plus 4 is 5. Focusing on the bottom, 7 times 1 is 7, m 3 plus 1 is 4, n 3 plus 2 is 5. Now, again, my numbers, my m's, and my n's. I can't do anything to 6 and 7. That doesn't cancel down any further, so I leave that. It's division now, which is index law 2. Index law 2, take the indices. Next step, that's going to be 6m 8n 0 over 7. And now there is one last step. If we remember index law 3, anything to the power of 0 is 1. So that is 1. So we've got 6m 8, we don't need to write 1, over 7. That is our answer. That now has us ready to tackle the next exercise.